and welcome back to the program. You're watching Morning Thailand with Fire and Golf, and like I said, a recap of what happened in 2013. One of the biggest news that lead us to know that there's a lot of rich people right here in Thailand is the supercar cases. And one of the biggest and interesting thing was that had this particular incident did not take place, the fire that broke out on the 6 of the supercars on their way to at the Pak Chong district of Nakhonศรีธรรมราช province. Rajasima, excuse me. I always got this confused. Rajasima province. Had that did not happen, we would not know about the long list of other supercars that has been running in the street of Thailand without paying proper tax. Apparently, according to the law, supercars have to pay a lot more taxes than the others, but if it's actually dismembered and kind of regroup and then assembled right here in Thailand, the cost it just kicked down a lot less. That means that a lot of cars ended up doing so. But what they did was, according to the investigation, a lot of cars were actually came in as an imports cars and later on changed a little bit of parts here and there and claimed to be not exactly as it seems. So the price is going to be a lot less. But of course, during the time, there was a family, 2 brothers all together, that the DSI actually pressed charges. And later on, after a long trial, they ended up paying for whatever taxes they're supposed to pay anyway. But they have stirred quite a bit of commotion for a lot of rich people here in Thailand because at that time, DSI actually has reported the request for all the supercars owners to submit their registrations of their cars and submitted their cars for the DSI to actually inspect to see whether or not it was as it seemed. Now, 2 people got that were actually involved in this particular case is, of course, Kun Narunat Kwan age 38, and Kun Thatnan Kwan age 23, the 2 brothers that got involved in this particular case. However, at that time, the police was actually trying to find the person behind this particular supercars and what they call, because he lost one of his limb, Kun Pe Khan Duan, or the Kun Nati Riu Thong, who was actually the driver of this particular truck that holding all these cars, were later on arrested, and it was announced on the August. So towards the mid of last year, this year, that's what happened. And after that, I remember we have been reported about the supercar cases for several
months. Oh no,
weeks. Exactly, because obviously, it takes a lot of time for people to submit their cars and such. And later on, something else took place, the murder cases and such. So the supercar cases died down. But apparently, at this point, we know that there's a lot of rich people out there.
Of course, and some people did not have to pay that extra taxes just to get a very supercars to drive on the road. Here now, moving on to one of the biggest sporting event in the region this year, of course, the 27th Southeast Asian Games or SEA Games that Myanmar had played host for the first time in 4 decades, and Thailand has triumphed in this particular sporting event as it topped the medal tally with 107 gold medals. As host, Myanmar concluded the 27th SEA Games with a grand closing ceremony a few weeks ago, and Thailand topped the medal table with 107 gold, 94 silver, and 81 bronze medals, followed by the host with 86, 62, 85, and Vietnam at the third with 73, 86, and 86 bronzes. Thailand finished the games with outstanding achievements, including gold medals in both men's and women's volleyball and football competition. Thailand's national football team has ended their 6-year drought in SEA Games football competition after 1-0 victory over Indonesia in the final match to be crowned champion. So that was the biggest achievements for Thailand national football teams here. And the 27th SEA Games witnessed 44 record breakers in athletics, swimming, and weightlifting as well. The event featured 33 sports with 460 gold, 460 silver, and 637 bronze medals. A report said over 6,000 athletes and officials from 11 ASEAN countries took part in this biggest biennial tournament of the region. And one of the important news for this particular event was the attendance of Her Royal Highness Princess Siriwanwari, a daughter of His Royal Highness Crown Prince Maha Vajiralongkorn. She was among the Thai athletes to participate in the 27th SEA Games in Myanmar as well. Her Royal Highness Princess Siriwanwari finished the 10th out of 12 competitors in the equestrian individual dressage event. The coach said that the princess is already gifted, but she just lacks the experience in competitions. Well, the thing is, the princess had taken up equestrianism seriously a few years ago after winning gold in the women's badminton team event at the 23rd SEA Games in the Philippines back in 2005. So not just her interest in fashion industry, our beloved princess here had her interest in sport as well.
Exactly, and she joined, prior to this, she joined the badminton teams, and she was this is something she picked up just, recently. So this is one of the biggest event, and she was leading the Thai athletes while approaching in the opening of this 27th SEA Games as well. So great news for all the Thai people to enjoy, of course. Now, with that, we're going to take a short break, but Kun Shane will join us, of course, on the crazy politics right here in Thailand that took place. There are some of throwing things, there are some of name callings, and of course, we're going to have to talk about the peace talk down south as well. So please stay tuned.